Gabby and I are back at our gifting area here, and it hasn't been a full week, but I'm going to be gone to the habituation conference, so I needed to get out here and get this stuff restocked before I go. So one of the things I see, our jar of seed and nut mix is moved several feet from the stump over there. It's right here. Let's see if it's... Oh! Okay, get this on camera and I pop it open. There we go. Okay, not too tight, but still tighter than it was when I left it. So I'm going to have to remember to bring a little marker out here with an arrow. Get that back on there. Okay, so, we also have the harmonica and the jammas here. I'm going to go ahead and put these back. So that's up there, that's up there, and this here, I'm going to kind of open this a little bit and show them that it unfolds. So, okay, yeah, we'll just spread it out just a little bit like that. Maybe we'll do a little more with that at a later time. So the sticks here changed a little. The upright structure looks exactly the same as I left it, but that one there is a little different. Things have been moved, and yeah, we'll have to do some comparison pictures. Over here, we have our bucket. It's still hung. Plastic cover, still the way I left it. And we have our pie pan and container here on the ground. Yeah, there's a lot of little greasy kind of marks in there. Looks like this may have actually been licked out. And, ooh, look at that. My goodness. That is quite the little mess on the bottom there. That looks like there may be some fingerprints in it. Okay, so we'll save that. We'll put it right back into the container to take home with us. And when I see Sandy, we'll get out the stuff and check it out. And this here seems to be fine. A few scuffs on the bottom. And the lid. Huh. I see no kink. I see no hole. I do see some hairs that are stuck in that sticker right there. They look very fine, a little bit brownish, a little white, possibly elk, but they look a little too fine to be elk. So we will collect those. Cool. And it does appear that there may be a few smears in here too. Yeah, we'll have to take a better look at that. That does look like a fingerprint right there next to that label. My goodness. Is this our lucky day or what? Can you see that? Right there. Alright. Well, we left a block of cheese here too. And we left it wrapped in wax paper. I've already taken a pretty darn good look around the area and I'm not seeing it anywhere. So apparently they don't mind the cheese too awful much. So we are going to get things set up again. One thing I want to show you what I got here. It's kind of special, something to leave them for this week. We had some viewers that stopped by the store and donated a pie, a nice big pie, and a big old jar of peanut butter. They signed them. I didn't get to meet them myself, so I guess this was Carol and Lola, Todd, Lena. Lena's the name here. Taylor. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? So we're going to leave these here, and I'm not really sure how well that's going to fit in the bucket, but we'll work something out. I'll show you when I get it set up. Okay, we got it set up again. Unfortunately, the weight of the pie and the peanut butter is too much for the bucket. So we have set the jar of peanut butter here on the stump. And the bucket is a little bit small for the pie, but that's okay. We've kind of squeezed in the edges a little bit to get it in there, and it will hold, but I suspect that to get the pie out, they might have to remove the handle from the bucket, which it will pretty much just pop off. And also, being like this, the lid is a little kinked, and let me tell you, that pie smells wonderful. So, anyway, thank you for bringing the pie out. That was really nice of you. We really appreciate that. And Gabby and I are going to ring the bell, and we're going to go finish getting ready for our upcoming presentation at the conference this weekend. I hope to see you there. Okay, this is interesting. We are kind of near the gifting area here on our way out. Our gifts are just about 150 feet back that way. Whoops, stay back, Gabby, stay back. And I found this. I'm not really sure what to make of it. It does look as though it is a, look out, Gabby, it is a footprint over this piece of wood. Right here, you can see what looks like a pretty deep heel print. And then at this end, you see what appears to be toes. And of course, I don't have my measure. What are you doing? Gabby? Gabby? Can you move? Please? You got your butt where I want to make a video. Gabby? Can you move? Well, come on. Excuse me. Excuse me, Gabby. Alright, come on. Okay, so, right here. This is the one that I wanted to point out to you that looked like it had the 5 toes, but there's no heel, although we do have this impression right here, which could be all connected, and if it is, this, I mean, you can even see how this stick has been driven down into the dirt. This is still sticking out of the ground. So, if we were to put these two together, this will go from that toe, if this is the heel, to just the other end of this big knob right here. So we're going to go on ahead up here to where I found another one similar to that. There was a few spots that I saw on the way in here earlier. Not really. Okay, right here. We've got another kind of a large flattened out area right here, which would be just about the same as that one back there. And then, if I can find it again here, if Gabby hasn't messed it up. Where was that? Huh, now I'm not seeing it. Oh, we need to go a little farther, that's why. Okay. And see right here, we have another one that doesn't have a lot of detail, but it's pretty good sized. And that too comes out to that knob on the stick right here. So, what's that? Ooh, there's a hair. Right there. And looks like it's probably elk. It's pretty thick, coarse, and short. Okay, so then we're going to move to this other one that was up here that I saw. Where'd it go? Here. Here's one right there, where it doesn't really show much detail up here, but at this end, it looks like there's a break right across here and a heel mark right there. You can even see where this stick is pushed down and crushed. I got a little closer there. It's cracked right here where it's been pushed down into this hole. So, guessing this would be right about that same mark on the stick. And we'll measure that when we get back. Seems to me there were a few more here than that when I came through earlier, but then the camera died. I had to go recharge and come back out. And now I'm having difficulty spotting them. Okay, well, I'm about out of juice again anyway, so I suppose that's pretty good for today. So we're going to go and practice our presentation for the summit again. Or not the summit, this time the habituation conference. And yeah, we'll be back out here first thing next week.
You got a flashlight? No, we're not going to try.
No. Okay, I'm going to take a look on here though. Wish we could... It was like something that was thrown. Like something bounced off a branch or something and hit the ground.
I heard a blood, and then all of a sudden, like something bounced up there.
Uh-huh.
Oh, here.
You hear that?
What?
Something's whistling.
Yeah, I heard that.
It was like something was whistling what you were playing. It was musical, but it was distant, way distant, like on the side of the hill over there. Hear that?
What?
You didn't hear that?
No, what's...
A big howl from back that way.
A howl?
A howl.
Was it faint?
What? This thing won't come back on.
Oh, I hear it. I heard a faint one over here.
Yeah. Doggone it. Okay, it's turning on. Let's get down over here. I gotta be able to control this thing if I'm gonna see if it's gonna work. There. You hear that? It keeps shutting off. It won't stay on. Really. It goes just turn on and then it's still coming on. It's just shutting off. There it is again. Did you hear it? Full battery. It was working fine. And it keeps shutting off.
Wow.
Here, see if you can get it to stay on.
Now that battery light's blinking, that means the battery's dead.
Let's say the full green bar.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I'm seeing that. Something's wrong here. I see that. Then all of a sudden it goes over. There's some message on the side. I don't know. Is it the memory full in here? Is that what it's trying to tell us?
Maybe.
I'm gonna check the SD chip to see if it's not full or something. I have to take it out, put it in the computer, and, you know.
Okay. Well, it shouldn't matter if it's not recording, should it?
I don't know. I fight with it all the time. You'd think I'm kind of a genius at it, but I'll tell you what, it just gnaws me to no end to have to figure stuff out sometimes. Like that TV and DVD.
Yeah.
Then I pulled the instructions out. Oh, what kind of configuration is that? So I redid it, and then it worked. Oh, you hear that?
Yeah.
It sounded like a is that cat sound? Yeah.
Maybe. I thought it sounded like a little kid. It was working fine.
Well, we'll see when we get back to the camera if it works. Then we know something's up here.
Okay.
It may be one of those situations.
Well, I got a spare card. We'll change the card and see if it'll work then.
Okay.
You want to go do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-oh, something's over there.
You see something?
Something just jumped over here. Oh, boom.
Well, let's go check this and we can come back out.
Yeah, okay.
You hear that? Behind us? The stick just snapped behind us. I'd swear I just heard something mimic your whistle from behind us over here. Something just went the way you did on the other side of the creek.
Maybe I'll just play the flute a little bit.
Okay.
Here, I'll let you take that. I'm all blinded out right now. Oh, that's how eye shine coming up here. Oh, yeah. Oh, there I see it again.
I just thought it really, I mean, it was bright.
Yeah, he's over there. Where the family is. And their little baby.
I think they went just over there. I'm hearing stuff from across the creek, too. Oh my God. Okay. This is interesting. Alright, I'm just off the river. It's right over there. Just a couple of weeks ago, we were just right over in here looking for footprints after I saw the eye shine downriver. Well, we had come in from that way that day and gone down to the river and then come back up and gone back off into that direction. So we didn't actually walk past this particular spot right here. So let me back up a little. Okay, so Gabby and I are walking up here, and I see this tree that's kind of hung up there. It's just kind of hanging, and you can see that it's relatively recent, not real recent, but relatively. The roots aren't real fresh where they're broken, but there's still a lot of dirt and stuff clinging to it, and there's not really any debris down in the cavity underneath. So I walked over here to take a closer look at it. This is funny. Look what's here. It's a peanut butter jar. It's pretty well beat up too. That's pretty cool considering we haven't left any peanut butter jars within probably at least a third of a mile from here. At least. Wow. Pretty cool. Okay, well, we're going to keep looking around. You know, something just occurred to me. I believe it was just last night that Sam and I went up the trail, and when we were on our way out, we were just kind of joking around, and I kind of hollered out something about, could you please bring back some of the peanut butter jars? So, I don't know if this was here before that or not, but it's interesting. Oh boy. Oh yeah, and also when we came out today, we walked past the trail and went down the river a ways before we cut out into the woods, and as soon as we stepped off the road into the woods, there was sounded like maybe a crow was carrying on back in this direction, and then there was 2 quick whistles. Unfortunately, I didn't have the camera rolling yet, but we were pretty sure they were around last night, and I suspect they still are today. I did ask if they could bring back the peanut butter jars last night, and it is unusual, not to say that this is anything other than coincidence. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But normally I walk out and I just automatically head up the trail. And today, something in my head kept making me want to go back into the river at my favorite spot where I used to go in when I was gathering rocks, when I was looking for agates and things like that in the river. Which, by the way, I always seem to find something new at every time I went in at that spot. That's why it was my favorite spot. But so I went down there and I looked at the spot in the river, and it's like the river looks really kind of cold and not very inviting. And I thought to myself, well, now I'm here, but I really don't have any desire to go in looking for rocks or anything. So I turned around, and that's when I came back up into the woods in the direction that I did, and that's when I ran across the tree right there. So I'm not sure if that's a coincidence or not, but yeah, something to think about. Okay, Gabby and I, the tree that was leaning where we found the peanut butter is just back through there. We're just walking up downstream here, and something I kind of noticed here. Does this or does this not look like a giant butt print? Can you see what I'm talking about there? The other hand, okay, so there, crack, and bony butt mark, maybe. It's kind of packed down over here too, and we are right next to one of these old wood piles too. What do you think, Gabby? Huh? Sniffing. That's a cool old piece of wood there. Awesome stump from a tree from years gone by. Are you having fun? Yeah? Y'all happy, aren't you? Well, let's walk down here by the water. Whoa. Walking through here, turn around and almost jabbed myself on this. Strange. Not a fresh break. Huh. It is kind of like a little, almost like a little tiny campsite right here on the edge of the river too. You see where, looks like there's some worn ground down there behind that tree. Huh. We got another one right there. Stuck in the ground. Lots of sticks in here. Conspicuous looking. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that. That's got some neat wood on it. Really jammed in. Huh. Yeah, I'm not getting that out. That is so far into the ground. Now, did they put that there because they know I look for neat wood? Huh. Look. Here's the bark that was on it. There's the bark that was on it. Right in there. Well, that's pretty neat.